My name is Jackie DeCarlo. I'm the CEO of Manna Food Center. Manna is a community-based organization that has a mission to eliminate hunger in Montgomery County, Maryland, and the way we do that is by sharing food, building skills around health and nutrition, and also advocating for the end to the root causes why people are hungry in the first place. And what that really means on a day-to-day basis is that we have a warehouse in Gaithersburg. We've been there for many years, and that is kind of the hub of where we receive food that's been either donated or rescued or purchased, and then we sort it out and get it ready to go out into the community. We have satellites all over Montgomery County, and we also have our main center here in Silver Spring where we have a marketplace where people can shop for free for their food. It's also where we have our space for LCMC and other guests, as well as where we do our own training and education around how to cook healthy on a budget, eat in ways that get kids excited about food, and is where we have our meetings with our advocacy task force. So a lot happens here in Silver Spring, as well as out in the community with many good partners. We are so glad to share our space with LCMC because we know that in order for folks to be able to get good paying jobs and to help their kids with their own educational prospects, that it's really important to have good skills in literacy. And we have some space that is designed to be shared because we know that not only not just one agency can end hunger, but also not just one type of intervention can support our neighbors. So we have healthcare providers who use our space, and we have other nonprofit organizations that are working on the food system. But building skills like English language literacy is really key, I think, to everybody to know that to have the best options to take the American dream and make the most of it. So we're just really proud that LCMC wants to be part of what we're doing here at Manna Food Center. Well, we have a strategy that's place-based. We have priority zip codes and neighborhoods that we want to work in, and those are places with high poverty, high food insecurity, high health disparities. So it's been no surprise that those are also the places that have been hardest hit by COVID. What COVID has meant and the economic disaster that came because of it has just meant that life has gotten so much harder and precarious for the people that we serve, and people have turned to us for the first time. I was looking at some stats recently, and there are 7,600 new families that have turned to us in the past year. Those are people that probably lived paycheck to paycheck but never thought that they would have to turn to a food center. And we're glad that thanks to community support and our partners, we were able to meet those needs. But it really has been difficult for folks that have turned to us in the past and need us now more than ever. And then people who are having an uncertain future because of not only the health impacts, but the economic impacts. Well, certainly through the work, what gives me hope is that people have, on our team, which I'm so grateful for, they've really risen to the challenge to be humanitarians and put themselves on the front line. And when I see that in my teammates, it has to give me hope, because I know that folks can sacrifice for one another. And then, of course, the community has stood up in a really good way, whether it's financial donations or food donations, trying to become drivers in a new program that we had never done before. These are all really hopeful things. And in my own life, right now we're taping, it's springtime. I love to tinker around in the garden, so the daffodils are up, the hyacinth, and maybe my rose bushes will bloom this year. They didn't last, but I'm hopeful.